Hey, 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 good morning. It's Houday TB, and I'm back with episode 16 of my quest for coin heirs and low mintage variety Lincoln cents this time. This is my recap of a $25 box hunt that I had just finished up. So I want to go ahead and bring you guys in and show you some of the different varieties, heirs, and just coins that you should be looking out for while you search what's out there in circulation. So, with that said, we'll go ahead and we'll get started. This was a pretty decent episode. It's going to be a decent episode. It was a decent hunt, to say the least. Over here on the left hand side, I'll start off with some nicer coppers that I found. This is a 1962 Denver copper. Got real nice toning still, pretty much uncirculated. And then 61 Denver right behind it. Did find another decently toned. This is a 68 from San Francisco. I always like pulling out the nicely toned copper. It always looks really good. So moving right along, I found 4 Canadian cents, which are foreign. The nicest one probably being this newer 1998. But pull those out as well, only because they stopped minting them in 2012. And I find it interesting to find them in the wrapped rolls. This coin is also a foreign coin. I call it a foreign coin only because it has a counter strike, right? So this coin is damaged. Counter strikes are damaged when somebody actually punches the coin. You can see it right there above the date, 1975. And yeah, just pull those out because it's something that I don't find every day, and find it kind of unique. But at the end of the day, it is damaged, and it's not worth much. Moving right along, I pull out all the 1959 coins. So I found 4 1959. I pull those out because they're a transition year from the wheat back to the memorial back. And yeah, I just like pulling those out. These are the S mint mark. Found a total of 4 of those as well. The 68S being the nicest, of course, and a couple of 71s and a 74S. Pull those out only because being in Ohio, it's tough for me to find a San Francisco mint mark. Moving right along, these are the 2009s. I found 5 of the 2009s. Of course, there's always a couple of DDOs you want to look for on this mint mark right here, this 2009 Philadelphia. I'll put those under the scope here in a minute and give you more in depth of what we're looking for with the DDR on this coin, and this one as well. So there's a nice DDR to look for out on this presidential Lincoln cent as well. So I'll pull the scope in here shortly, and we will talk about those DDRs. And then we'll also look more in depth at this 2017 DDO003 that I found. It's got nice doubling. I'll pull the scope over and we'll talk about that one. But to talk about the elephant in the room here, I did find 15 wheat cents, 8 from the 1950s, 4 from the 1940s, 1 from the 1930s, 1 1929, and a 1918. Both the 1929 and 1918 are higher mintage. But it's always nice to pull out a coin from circulation. It's more than 100 years old. So the 1930, if you've seen my short that I posted last night, it was an ender. It was an ender, and I seen the 193 and an S. So, question in the room is, did I find a 31S? Let me go ahead and get get the microscope over here set up, and we will take a closer look at that 1930s era Lincoln cent, along with the DDO and the possible DDRs that I found. So stand tight. I'll be right back when I got it all set up for you. All right, guys, so I'm back and I'm set up now. I got the 2017 WDDO 003 under the scope right here. And I just want to take a second to show you exactly what to look for while you're looking for double dies, variations, and so on and so forth. So when you look at the 2017P right here, this looks very normal to me, but you always want to look at all the different writing on the coin. So I slide over here to the word Liberty. All right, when you're looking at the word Liberty, you can see right here, there is a slanted Y, a slanted T, and there's boldness on this R. If you come to the upper portion of it, this side of the Y is a lot more narrow, and this side is bold, and the top of the T is shifted just a little bit to the 9 o'clock, making this super narrow on the top of the T and wider over here on this side of the T. You can also slide it back over here to the letter Liberty, or to letter I in Liberty, and you can see the I pointed to the 7 o'clock position, also at the same angle. All right, so on a typical coin, you will not see that slanting. It will be all flush against the base of the word. So I cross-referenced it with Wexler, and Wexler identified this die pairing as WDDO 003, which is a nice find in circulation. So I'm bringing in you to these 2009 coins. I forgot to mention, with 2009, you always want to weigh these coins as well. The 2009, they did strike some of these coins on copper planchets. So typically when you find them in circulation and you weigh them, I don't know the exact mintage off the top of my head, but a lot of the coins are going to be the zinc plating. But every once in a while, you will find one that weighs 3.12 grams, and they are a lower mintage of coin. So you want to go ahead and pull those out. I found one recently. So with this 2009 of Lincoln sitting on a log in his younger years, reading a book, you always want to look at the thumb portion right here and see if there's any doubling. This one does not have the doubling. This is just a regular 2009, and it weighs 2.5 grams. And on this, where President Lincoln is standing next to this building, you always want to look over here at the top, over here by the flag, and then coming down to the side right here, there is a DDR that you can look for where there is heavy doubling on the side of this building right here. This one also does not display it. It also weighs 2.5 grams, but it's always good to know to look out for those, because if you do find them in circulation, they can be pretty valuable. All right, we have reached the point of no return. So as I said yesterday, I was on roll 48, and I looked at the end of it, and it was a wheat ender. So and it had a 19193S is all I could see. So if you're familiar with the series, the Memorial series, the 1931S has the second lowest mintage, only behind the 1909 SVDB. And the mintage of that 31S is only 866,000. So the odds of finding these in circulation are pretty slim to none. But if you do, the coin in any condition, with a legible date, decent, no damage or whatever, can range between 80 to 100 bucks. So we're going to slide this over here and see what I found. So this is basically what I've seen. And when I opened the pack up, I ended up with a 1936S. But that's all right. It wasn't the 1931S with a low mintage of 866,000, but a 1936S with a mintage of just over 29 million for that age. And this actually looks like it's in pretty decent brown shape. I don't see any damage on it that would be distracting to the eye. It actually has a slight reddish ring around Lincoln's profile. But yeah, this coin, to the right person, a couple dollars, look good as an album filler. It actually looks really good for being a coin that's 90, 88, almost 90 years old. And San Francisco mint mark, which I don't find that often, as I stated earlier in the video. But yeah, it was a great hunt. I'm glad you guys joined me today to see my discoveries under episode 16 of this $25 Lincoln box hunt. If you liked and enjoyed this material and found it educational, please do me a favor and like and subscribe. And it helps me out a lot. And I hope to see you next time. Should be getting some quarters in here soon, and I will give you a recap of those once I complete hunting that box. So keep your eyes open for my next video, and thank you for your time. I'll see you soon. This is Houday TB. Until next time.